guys, welcome back and welcome to Mo's Life in a Bag. I ask that you guys please sit back, subscribe, and let's fly. Today's destination is a pup date vlog. Say hi, Grizz. He wants to play with his toy right now, y'all. Today I am going to be doing a pup date vlog just to share with you guys how Grizz has been doing and how he's been growing so much. I know y'all can already tell from the video of me going to pick him up. He's so much bigger now. He went to the vet last Friday and got his last round of shots, and he was 6.8 pounds. So that's his weight right now. Let me show you guys if I can get him away from his toy. Kind of like, he's gotten super long and he's getting tall. His legs are getting long. So yeah, say hi, Grizz. Video is just going to be about how things have been since we brought Grizz home and how he's been adjusting to everything. Let's get into the video. So as you guys know, we picked Grizz up from the breeder on August the 22nd. I vlogged all about it. It was so exciting, like going to pick him up. In his litter that he was born in, there were 4 puppies. It was him, 2 other boys, and then 1 other girl. There were 2 black tries. He was the only blue merle, and then there was a red merle girl. So we got him. I found the breeder on Facebook. As y'all know, I talked a lot about it in my last video going to pick him up. So yeah, I found the breeder on Facebook and we connected, and she gave me a price. We had to place a deposit and we went to pick him up. When we brought him home, he was kind of like timid and shy. You know, like his first week, he was kind of just like filling everything out, like sniffing around, you know, trying to check his surroundings and everything, because he was born on a farm. And so it's just been him, his 2 brothers, and his sister since he was born, you know, before us coming to pick him up. So he really had to adjust to just like being here with me and Adrian. And I want to say it took him maybe like, I don't know, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks to just get completely comfortable. As far as crate training him, he did really well with his crate. He started sleeping in his crate the first week he was here. Of course, he would cry and stuff at times, like throughout the night, but he got used to it pretty quickly. There were many nights that I lost sleep. We were kind of on his sleep pattern when he first got here, so that would include waking up at like 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning because he was up, and coming out in the living room. So we kept his crate. We tried to keep his crate in the living room by himself when he first got here, but he was not having that. So then we moved his crate. Sorry, y'all. We moved his crate into our room where it's like kind of propped inside of our bedroom door, so he could at least see us and have visibility on us. So we did it that way, and that seemed to work out a little bit better for him. but he was still waking up super early in the morning, like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. And, you know, we would immediately want to let him out to go potty. So one of us would have to be up, me or Adrian would have to be up with him. And then we would just sleep. One of us would just take turns sleeping with him throughout the night until he got completely comfortable. So, like I said, it took maybe like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm sorry, y'all. His toys, he loves his toys. Look, play with this one. This one doesn't make a lot of noise. Here, play with that one. You're like, I want this one. I love Grizz so much. Aussies are so amazing. Like, prior to getting him, I did my research just on the breed for like the amount of time that it took me to find a breeder. I was obviously researching about the breed, making sure that it would be a good fit for Adrian and I, of us just now moving in together and this being like our first dog together. So he's really great. Like, as a puppy, he's always been playful, like playful with all his toys. He's just like always happy. And I'll insert some clips for you guys to see him just, you know, playing around, running outside. Like, when we first got him, we didn't even have to put him on a leash. He just followed us everywhere. But like now, if we take him outside, I don't even know. He would probably just like take off running. He'll probably come back, but he would for sure take off running. But yeah, Aussies are a really, really great breed. I'm so glad that I'm able to experience having one as a pet. An interesting fact about Grizz is that he's very vocal. So like, trying to get us to know how he's feeling or what he wants or like anything like that, he's vocal. He barks, he cries, he whimpers, he makes all kinds of like different sounds. I don't even know, like maybe he'll do it while we're doing the video today, but Aussies are very vocal. For those of you that may know just like the basics about them, he is really high energy. They are high energy dogs. I mean, his mind has to be stimulated like at all times, or else he'll just get into stuff that he has no business. Like, if we don't, you know, dedicate at least an hour to an hour and a half of some sort of like playtime or like teaching him different things, trying to teach him to do tricks and stuff like that, he'll just get into stuff. So like, his mind definitely has to be stimulated. As y'all can see right now, he just goes from toy to toy. It doesn't even matter which one. He'll play with all of them. He's a really good dog. But everything that you see online about Australian Shepherds, he fits the perfect description. Like, he falls into the category for sure. When we first got him and he was a puppy, we thought that he was gonna be like shy, like, oh, we must got lucky we didn't get an Aussie that's like super just on 1,000. But no, he's definitely that. He's definitely high energy. We have to keep him busy with something, and we can't just let him, you know, sit around doing nothing, because he'll tear stuff up. So his little mind has to be stimulated. He actually, I feel like, has taken a liking to myself and Adrian. I know a lot of times when people are in relationships or they're married and they get a dog or a cat or a pet of some sort, the pet tends to gradually gravitate towards one of the owners, like one of the, you know, one of his humans or her humans. They tend to pick one and that's like their favorite. But right now it's kind of hard to tell, because he wants attention from both of us all the time. Like, he doesn't really choose between us. Like, he'll follow me around. He's like Velcro on me. Like, he'll follow me around. He'll follow Adrian around. He kind of, I think right now, he loves us both and wants attention from both of us equally. So yeah, he hasn't really picked who his his alliance is with. Although I think that because he's attached at the hip. But Grizz is such a fun and loving dog. We decided that we would do most of our puppy shopping and dog shopping at Hollywood V. There are maybe like 3 or 4 locations of Hollywood Feeds here in Memphis. I know they're not everywhere, but we do have them here in Memphis, and we seem to like them the best. Better than Petco, better than PetSmart. They have, you know, workers who are employed that actually like really are knowledgeable about these animals, and like they know what they're talking about. It's not just, you know, people that they just like hired and they just have a job. So we really love Hollywood Feed for him. And we also really love the Kong box that we have subscribed to. So Kong box is a company that they basically make these boxes, and they put all different kinds of like toys and treats inside of the box for your dog. You basically go on the website Kong Box and you fill out your dog's profile, their name, their breed, their age, their size, and they go off of the profile that you set for your dog to build up a box that's perfect just for them. So he really loves his Kong toys. Like this is one, and they make really durable stuff, like stuff for them to chew on, and then they make stuff that's like good for stimulating their mind. So like right here, I don't know if y'all can see, but there's just like these little inserts on both sides. So we stick treats in here sometimes, and we just make them like Kong treats. So that way it's his toy, but he's getting a treat out of it as well if he's done something good, or if we just want him to have a treat. So this is one of his little Kong bite toys. I'm trying to think. These are both Kong. Oh my gosh, Grizz. He's crazy. He loves all of his toys. This is Kong. Most of these squeak. He really likes squeaky toys. Let me see. This one squeaks. This one squeaks. And as y'all can see, he's already like torn this one up completely, because he just bites through everything. And then this is a Kong, and it also squeaks. So he really likes squeaky toys, and then he really likes his Kong toys especially. So they're a really good, I know there's different companies, like there's one called BarkBox, and it's like the same concept, but it's like different toys. I think they have more like fuzzy toys, like stuff like this and stuff like this. So we wanted to go with something that was perfect for him, which would be like toys like this that he can just chew on all day, because he chews through everything. Like literally, he loves going in my closet. He's chewed up one of my sandals that I got from Nordstrom's. He chewed that up. So that was a big lesson learned for me. And he's just crazy. Like, what are you doing? Can I see it? Look. He's growing so fast. I feel like we really need to be appreciating these like puppy weeks and months that we have with him still being really little. And he was so little when we first brought him home. Like, I just always look at pictures and videos of him when we first got him, because he's grown so much since then. And right now he's exactly 4 months old. So he's 4 months and he's 6.8 pounds. Hi, Grizz. Hi, Grizz. How we came up with his name was just, we wanted something that would be personable to him. And then we also just, you know, obviously we wanted to pick out a name that we liked. And as you guys can see, we are big Memphis Grizzlies fans. We go hard for the Memphis Grizzlies. The whole city of Memphis goes really hard for the Memphis Grizzlies. So we thought it would just be perfect to name him Grizz. And he's got these 2 icy blue eyes. So I was like, it's just perfect to call him that. We thought about like some other names. Like I kind of wanted to name him Memphis, because y'all know that's where I'm from, and like this is his hometown now. So I kind of had thought about naming him Memphis, but then me and Adrian thought about it, and Adrian was like, Grizz would be much better, a better fit for him, and it fits him so well. Whenever we take him out, you know, in public, people just, oh my gosh, where did you get him? What kind of dog is that? Look at his eyes. Like, yeah, I was starstruck too, honestly, when I first discovered Aussies. I was just like, this is a beautiful breed of dogs, and I have to have one. And he's so smart, like he's learning so fast. We've been trying to teach him some commands and like trying to teach him different things, but our plan is to enroll him into some puppy training. So we found a couple different places here in Memphis that do puppy training for like a really reasonable price, and have like 6-week programs and 8-week programs. So we're definitely thinking about taking him to one of those places, because he is just in his own little world. Grizz has been growing really fast. Like I told you guys, we picked him up August 22nd, but his birthday is June 20th. So that's when he was born, and like just to see him grow since then, because the breeder was providing us with pictures of him when he was, you know, first born and when he was a puppy. It's just so crazy, like to see how big he is now. And supposedly we figured out a way to kind of estimate his adult size. We looked online and found that if you combine the parent's height and weight together and divide by 2 for like the height and the weight, that's supposed to give you the estimated adult size of the puppy. So he should be around 16 inches tall, like no more than 18 inches tall, and probably like 23 pounds at least for the kind of Australian Shepherd he is. And he is a mini, so yeah, he shouldn't get too big. And right now we're just enjoying him being this size. Hi, Grizz. He's like, please put me down. He does not like to be held. Like, he's not the type of dog you can just sit up and cuddle with, because he's so active and just got to be doing something. Like, oh, Grizz. And since he just got his last round of shots, we're excited to finally, because y'all know from the smoothie and cabbage soup detox vlog, we live on the river in downtown Memphis. So we're excited to take him out there so he can see all the other dogs. And I'm just like, I don't know how he's gonna react. I'm excited to see his reaction. But so far, like, the only other dog he's been around is my family dog, Maxie, and he's a Shih Tzu. He's much older. He's like 9 or 10. And Grizz is a puppy, so if I have a video of them, I'll try to insert the clip so y'all can kind of see some of their interactions together. But Grizz seemed to have just wanted to play with Maxie. However, he is an Australian Shepherd and they're herding dogs. So he was kind of like nipping at Maxie's tail a lot, trying, like, his herding instincts are kicking in. So he was doing all these things with his tail and like trying to move him in a certain direction and things like that. So Maxie didn't really like that, but I think once we let Grizz go out and play with other puppies and other dogs, that he'll be really great, because he's super friendly and he's super playful. In the month of September that we had him, Grizz had a really bad freak accident, and I wanted to talk about it more towards the end of the video, just because it is really difficult for me to talk about because he did injure himself. But I am going to include some clips and talk to you guys about that a little bit later on in this video. He's perfectly healthy now and he's doing better now, but he did have a little accident while he was here, and whew, it was quite the experience. When we take him out, he's super friendly. He'll go up to people. And a couple weeks after we got Grizz, we got Grizz's registration papers in the mail. Ow. So we registered him with the Australian Shepherd. What is it? I think it's called the American Kennel Club, maybe. But I'll show you guys what his papers look like.
American Stock Dog. That's what it's called.
It's called American Stock Dog. I'm going to show y'all his papers so y'all can see. It was really cool to get his papers in the mail because it had his parents, his grandparents, just like the line, the lineage that he was born from. So that was really cool to see just like on paper. And we plan on just getting it laminated, probably framing it in his little area on the wall where like his pictures and stuff are. So we were super excited about that. He's really growing into his personality. He's, like I said, he's very vocal. He's very playful. Just when he wants something, he lets us know. If he want to play one of his toys, he'll bring one over to us and just like, boop, drop it on the floor in front of us like, play with me now. I want to play right now. Or if he's sleepy, he'll just get in his bed, or he'll just go in his crate by himself. He won't say anything or, you know, do anything. He'll just go in his crate if he's tired. He's really a smart little puppy, and he's learning so quickly for his age, I feel like. And we just been loving having him around. Like, he's basically taken over our lives. He just came on in and he just took over. Grizz. Oh, as far as the puppy pads, like puppy pad training him, that went really well. He caught on to the puppy pads really quickly. Like, it took probably less than a week for him to start going on his pads. But now, since he's getting bigger and he's older and he's got all his shots, we feel much more comfortable taking him outside. So Adrian has been taking him out like every morning to go potty, and then we feed him around 10 a.m. and he eats, and then we take him back out to go potty, and then he eats dinner around like 6 o'clock, if not before then, and then we'll take him outside and let him potty. Grizz, what are you doing? So funny. I'm a dog lover, so I love all dogs. I know that they all have their own, each of them have their own little special personality, and he's definitely growing into his. Go get it. But I love Grizz so much. He's perfect. He's a perfect dog. I'm so glad I have an Australian Shepherd. I love their breed. They shed a lot. So like right now, the camera's probably not picking it up, but like his dog hair all on my shirt. So we're not gonna be letting him on the furniture like that because we really don't need those problems. But he definitely sheds. Aussies have 2 coats. Their bottom coat keeps their body insulated and it keeps them cool. And then their top coat is the coat that sheds. So once we take them to get them groomed and bathed and everything, we'll have to talk to the groomer about his fur and make sure we keep everything intact, because they say you're not supposed to cut their hair really short. You want to keep them a little furry, you know, because their bottom coat keeps them cool, keeps their body temperature cool. So we'll talk with the groomer and let her know probably what would be the best for him. Look, Grizz, look. Get it. He is something else, y'all. So I guess we can talk a little bit now about his accident. It was a really, really difficult experience. So Adrian and I both have part-time jobs. I work right up the street from where we live at a local neighborhood grocery store. And Adrian works part-time at a country club here in Memphis. He's a bartender up there. So we were both at our part-time jobs, and I'm definitely gonna put some pictures and videos in for you guys to see. But we left him at home by himself for just like a few hours, and we didn't have him in his crate. We had him blocked off from certain areas in the house with the gates that we have, and we closed all the doors in the apartment. And when I got home from work, I found Grizz stuck in a folding chair that we had out. His right back leg got stuck in the folding chair, and it was just really, really bad because I had just got home from work, so I don't know how long he was trapped in the chair. Adrian wasn't here because he got off after me, and I immediately just panicked. I was on the phone with my sister at the time, and I walked in the front door, and I just dropped my phone as soon as I saw him like that, and I just like screamed, and it was just really bad. I immediately called Adrian's job at work, and they let him leave. Obviously, I told them it was an emergency and that he really needed to get home and was concerning his new puppy. And when he got home, fortunately, Adrian was able to push his leg out of the chair, where it was literally like, I took pictures just to show the vet, but I didn't really want to include pictures in the video because it is kind of graphic the way his leg was stuck in the chair. But it was really stuck, and Adrian was able to push his leg with like a lot of force out of the folding chair. And he did cry and scream a little bit, obviously. His paws are pink, but that night his little paw was purple. I think like his blood flow had got cut off just a little bit from his leg being stuck in the chair. And we immediately took him to the emergency room. We took him up there, and we had to sit out in the car and wait. Obviously, because of COVID, we couldn't go in the hospital with him. So they took him in there, and he got x-rays done. The doctor decided that his leg had been fractured and the tissue in his leg had been torn, and that he needed a cast. So they put his little leg in a cast, and Adrian and I came out a lot of money that night, but it was definitely worth it because he needed immediate attention on his leg from what had happened. And so they brought him out to the car in a cast, and when we brought him home that night, it was really rough. He was trying to kind of get used to it, like sleeping with it, trying to get comfortable in his crate. He had this huge thing on his leg, so it was really hard for him to get comfortable and sleep with his cast. But then he eventually, maybe like a day or two after he got his cast, because he's so resilient, he got used to it like that. He was running around in it, he was playing with his toys in it. He got like 3 different cast changes, so like over the course, so that happened in September, and it's October now. So over like the course of the whole, pretty much the whole month of September, he was in a cast. He got 3 different cast changes where his main vet was able to look at his leg and, you know, see how he was doing and how his leg was healing. And I mean, he did pretty well. Whenever we took him outside, we had to put a plastic bag over it so it wouldn't get infected or anything. His vet said that that was the most important thing, just making sure that his leg didn't get infected and cause any more damage that had already been done. So yeah, that happened to him this year, and it was a really traumatic experience for him and for us, and definitely a learning experience. just the dog, the type of dog that he is. And any puppy, honestly, should be left in their crate. He likes to get into things. He likes to explore. We still don't know really how he got stuck. We can't even really come up with how he could have gotten stuck in the chair, just the way that his leg was stuck. But it definitely makes sense because he's so active and he's so curious about everything that he probably just was wanting to play and get out of the area that we had him blocked off on. He was probably just wondering where we were at, and he just got himself stuck. So from that point on, we definitely started leaving him in his crate. If either one of us had to be gone or couldn't be here with him, he goes in his crate, and he's much better now with being in his crate. Like, he'll stay in there and we'll come home and he'll be fine. Of course, he's excited to see us when we get home, but it doesn't seem like it's like detrimental to him or like, you know, traumatizing him to be in his crate for just like 2 to 3 hours, you know, at the most, that we'll leave him in there by himself. So, but we are so excited to have him. I can't wait to watch him grow and just see what he looks like at an adult size. Obviously, I have an idea because I've learned so much about his breed, so I have an idea of what he's gonna look like. But just to see him get so tall and his legs are getting so long, it's just crazy. And I just absolutely love being his dog mom. He's really great. If you guys want to see more about Grizz, follow his official Instagram page at Mini Aussie Grizz. I'll link it down in the description box below. He has different videos and pictures on there, and you guys can see more of his personality on there. So go follow his Instagram page. Don't forget to follow me on my official Instagram page at Mo's Life in a Bag, so that you guys can be notified whenever I upload a brand new video. Don't forget to press the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. And we will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit me up on my socials, and I will see you guys on my next flight. Bye. Say bye, Grizz. Say bye, everybody.